How's it going, Pokemoshpitbeta? CowboysandMileyfan back in with a black and white OU battle against TCGHappy. And story behind this battle is he was kind of trolling me a little bit on the AAX chat, trying to sucker me into a battle. And successful troll is successful. But this battle was actually pretty dang good. If you guys do remember me from the last time I uploaded here, well, let's just say that I kind of blew everybody's earbuds out, so this time I'm gonna try to redeem myself with this battle. That and redeem myself from body bag number 22 and show everybody how I really battle, and that battle was pretty much me on my D game. But anyways, looking at teams, I feel that the Scizor and the Gastrodon are gonna be the two biggest threats to my team. And Scizor, who can smack a lot of my team easily, and Gastrodon, who can just be an annoying pain in the butt as long as Celebi is out of the way. So, pretty much the goal here is to keep my Celebi, my Terrakion, and my Jellicent alive, and I should be pretty good for this match. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little battle I had, and let's get this show on the road! So first turn, I'm going to be leading off my Heatran, and he makes a pretty good prediction of what I'm leading out with, and leads with his Gliscor. And I know that the obvious Earthquake is pretty obvious, so I'm just going to bring in my Rotom Wash to sponge it because it's immune to it. And now I feel that the Gastrodon's going to be coming out, so I'm just going to be switching in Pringles to Jellicent, and this Jellicent pretty much solidifies his case for CEO of this match. And after the Stealth Rocks and the Taunt, I'm just going to slap that Gliscor with a Scald. I unfortunately don't get the burn there, but it doesn't really matter in the long run because reasons. But now he switches into his Gastrodon, and I'm going to make the double switch, predicting his Gastrodon to come out into my Celebi. And let me just say, this Gastrodon was an annoying pain in the butt this whole battle. You'll see why. So here's the obvious grass move, it's obvious, so he switches into his Gliscor as Death Fodder, but I actually go for the Thunder Wave, predicting the Latios switch in, or, yeah, something in general to switch in. So, now the Gliscor is going to be going for the Taunt, and I'm just going to be going for that Giga Drain, trying to kill this Gliscor, because it's kind of threatening to my Heatran, and preventing me from getting a Terrakion sweep. And, yeah, Gliscor goes to the Ice thing there, I get frozen, so that's going to kind of force me to switch out, but it wasn't too detrimental to the battle, so, yeah, because I had that natural cure. And now on the double switch, he's going to be switching into his Scizor, and I'm going to be switching into my Rotom Wash, because, yeah, it was a good double switch for me, because I do carry that HP Fire, but he actually predicts that quite nicely, and sends in his Gastrodon in on the switch. And, Gastrodon being Gastrodon, it will take that hit like it's nothing. And so now I'm going to be switching out into my Celebi, because I can take whatever I want from this Gastrodon. Toxic Misses doesn't come into play in any way, shape, or form, because like I said, I do have that natural cure. And now he's going to be switching into his Gliscor once again to Death Fodder via Giga Drain. So 6-5 lead for me, about a few minutes into the match. So now he's going to be sending out his Latios, and here he goes to the Surf, predicting me to switch into my Heatran probably. And I'm just going to go for I'm just staying and going for Thunder Wave, knowing that I can take whatever hit. So Latios is crippled, which is great news for me. And here I kind of predicted Scizor or Magnezone to come in, and just went for the Hidden Power Fire. Draco Meteor happens, and I live with 97, and keep that damage in mind, people. Please do so. And I'm just going to be getting off a recover, because I kind of need my Celebi for his Gastrodon, or else it's going to get really, really nasty for me trying to take that out. And Latios is just spamming Draco Meteor until I switch, or whatever. And I'm just spamming recover here and there. And I believe it's after this Draco Meteor where he lands at -6 special attack. And I feel that I can switch my Heatran onto anything that this Latios wants to dish out on me. So I do that this turn, and the -6 Draco Meteor does practically nothing, because 1, I'm a Heatran, invested heavily in special defense. 2, Draco Meteor's -6, and 3, it's a resisted hit. And now he's going to be switching into his Heatran, no, his Gastrodon. Heatran's gonna be going for the Stealth Rocks. So yeah, I kind of fear that the Earthquake's gonna be coming around. So I switch into my Celebi, but he makes a nice prediction, goes for the Toxic. And I kind of felt that he probably was predicting Rotom Wash to come in there too. But there I probably should have protected to scout what he was going to go for. But now he's going to switch out his Rotom. He goes into his Latios, and here I also predicted the Scizor or Magnezone to come in, and just went straight for the HP Fire. But then again, Magnezone and Scizor don't have any business to do with the Celebi at this point, so yeah. And now I switch out into my Heatran, and he makes a pretty good prediction, and goes for the Surf, and I live with just 82. And please keep in mind that this is an expert belted Latios, and here I get off a little Protect action. He goes for Surf, and I'm thinking he might want to go for Surf again, so I'm going to be switching to my Celebi, but this costs me a little bit, because he will be going for the Draco Meteor, and I will be losing my best check to Gastrodon, because yeah, from the previous damage from a neutral Draco Meteor, I'm not living that. So now I send out my Scizor, and I'm just going to be going for the U-turn in case Magnezone wants to come in, but I get to kill off this Latios, so fair trade. So now the score is 5-4 me, I believe, but I've just lost my best check to his Gastro. So now I'm going to be sending out Pringles, the Jellicent, and he does send out his Gastrodon, and I'm going to go for the Taunt here. He tries to go for the Toxic, but no, and he didn't really expect my Jellicent to have Taunt, but Jellicent 101, all Jellicents, no Taunt. And if he doesn't pack it, then I don't know what's up. So now comes Magnezone, and he predicts the Toxic quite nicely, and I'm kind of fearing the Electric move, so I'm going to be switching out into my Heatran to try to take it, / Death Fodder, but he actually sets up a Substitute, and he was pretty happy about that, but I do carry that Lava Plume, which I will use to break the sub right now, and I'm just going to be dying to a Thunderbolt from this thing, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself in the recording, but whatever. But so now Heatran's dead, and I kind of lost one of the things I had for Sableye and whatnot, but Terrakions gonna come in anyways, and I'm gonna smack that thing with a close combat and take it straight out. So here he has the opportunity to send in probably the most annoying thing on his team, this freaking Sableye right here. And I know that the obvious Will-O-Wisp is obvious, so I'm just gonna be switching in my Rotom as Status Fodder. He lands Will-O-Wisp, and I'm pretty much burned for here. It doesn't really matter because I am a Resto Chesto Rotom. And here I kind of wanted to go for the Volt Switch to break any sub, but he makes a very good prediction. Well, it was kind of obvious, actually, and he switches into his Gastrodon. And here I go for the Rest, and yeah, I expose that I am a Resto Chesto Rotom, but he makes this amazing prediction. He goes for the Toxic. He was probably predicting my Jellicent, but it smacks my Rotom. So that was a very good prediction, TCGHappy. Very, very good prediction. So now I'm going to be sending out my Jellicent to try to taunt this thing and whatnot, but he just goes for the Ice Beam, and yeah. And the obvious taunt is pretty obvious, so he's going to be switching into Scizor to take the taunt, and Scizor is going to be going for the U-turn after he gets all these, after I get my lefties up, and U-turn does a considerable chunk, which pretty much confirms to me that he's Choice Banded, and he also makes the good move and bridges his Gastrodon onto the Scald, and I had to speed this bit up because it was getting a bit stally. So, taunt fire there, and when seeing that Ice Beam damage, I know that my Jellicent can pretty much wall his Gastrodon, even if I get that thing to +2, which I will be doing probably in the near future, or maybe I just did it, I don't know. So just taunt spam everywhere, Ice Beam spam everywhere, and I'm getting a little low on health, and I need this Jellicent to troll this Gastrodon, so I have a better chance of winning this match. So Sableye comes out, I just go for the recover to get my health, and here the Sableye's going to go for the sub, and I knew that was going to happen, so I just went straight for the Scald. Probably should have went for taunt right there, so Will-Wisp and stuff couldn't happen, which it does there, and it does miss, and that's going to be coming into play, guys. And you'll see in a little bit. And now here, Sableye's just spamming Shadow Sneak. Here I go for the taunt. So now, he pretty much has to spam Shadow Sneak. He can't recover. He can't status me. He can't set up a sub. His only attacking move is Shadow Sneak. So yeah, and Shadow Sneak spam a little more. I'm just gonna try to get out the Scald, and from that range, and after the prior damage, one more Scald should be taking out this Sableye. So now it's 2-4 advantage me. He's got a Scizor out, and this is pretty much where the Will-Wisp miss comes into play. Scizor goes for the pursuit, and I actually live this hit with 11. I get off the Scald, and this Scizor is going to get burned. So yeah, and from there, that pretty much seals me the match. So now Scizor is going to go for the pursuit again, and Pringles goes down. Pringles, you were the Anthony Davis of this match, the MVP. You did your job, and you were a beast. So now I'm just going to go out into my Choice Scarf Terrakion to revenge kill the Scizor. And, yeah, that Scizor is dead, and his last Pokemon is Gastrodon. And since I'm locked in close combat, I'm just going to keep on going for it. And Gastrodon just lives with a sliver of health. Actually, that's a pretty big sliver. It just lives with about 85% of its health, I think. And just takes me out with an Earthquake. But it doesn't really matter because I have Scizor who can clean up the act and with Gastrodon at that low health. So yeah, clean up the Scizor comes in to clean up shop and slams this Gastrodon with the superpower, and that will be the game. So yeah, this was probably one of the best matches I've had. Very prediction filled, and pretty much had me in a tight spot with my Celebi down pretty early in the match. But yeah, so if you guys want to check me out, my link will be in the description, as well as my opponent's link, if you want to check us out and see what we have on our channel. So yeah, anyways, this was a brilliant game, TCGHappy. So rate, comment, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the future.